Hi. Hi. Can you hear me? Is my sound okay? I have no idea. Do a soup here and go a little bit early. But oh look. Hi. Oh, thank you. Gifted 5 Grandma Sherry memberships. I don't see who got them. I'm so far out of the algorithm that when I gifted 5 earlier, I only see 2 people that got them. Hi, Soup. Hi, Mystery. Oh, Allie, hey. Okay, so Lavender Lady and Mystery Chick got 2 out of the 5 that I gifted, and I don't know. I'm sorry. Hopefully it'll catch up later. But anyway, welcome, welcome. I'm going to try to figure out where everything is here now. Thank you. Here, I'm going to give this to you.
See what I did?
You so totally rock, Squirt! So give me some fin. Noggin. Dude.
Thank you, thank you. Hey, T-Pack, Lisa, hi. Karen, Patrish, Madison, hey. Oh, Nicole B, LG, hi, guys. Hi, guys. Okay, so, hey, welcome. This space is all about understanding people in the world a little bit better while staying balanced and objective, and always with a little dash of snark. Because the truth is out there, but so is the nonsense. So subscribe if you're not. Let's try to make sense of it all together, or at least have fun trying, one perspective at a time. Bear with me just a sec, and I'll be right back. Hey, hi. Yes, buns, because I'm a bunny too. I was given the bunny by Burden of Proof, and I don't have any kind of branding. I don't know where we're going with any of this, but I do want to provide an environment that's chill, that's kind of relaxing, maybe make you go, think about some stuff. So hi, Pookie, Nicole B. Hi. Welcome, welcome. Oh, there you are, Bobby. Hi. Kimber Crimes, good to see you, sweetheart. Oh, I love all these people. Kate, the greatest. Callie Lisa, welcome, honey. Oh, thank you. Allie is so awesome. I love Allie and MJ and all the people. I'm not. Oh, Kia Ora, Sixth Sense Amelia. Hi, honey. Oh, God, I love seeing all you guys. I'm not really into true crime. I do true crime on a dime, which just is kind of a real quick overview sometimes, but nothing major. Nothing major. Today, I want to talk to you about the year. Okay, this was supposed to happen like January 1st, and I'm just like a total lazy butt. So, obviously, it didn't happen January 1st. I haven't done anything on here since November. And I'm going to be honest with you, it's because the zeitgeist, the environment of what's been going on with all the stuff and the drama and the things and blah. I just said no because I've made a commitment to you guys and to myself that I'm not going to get wrapped up in the drama. Somehow or another, I guess I'm just like some sort of drama satellite because people, like bring me up every once in a while. And then, I get accused of saying things that I didn't say, that sort of thing. But I kind of look at that as being like, oh, you like me. You really like me. Hey, Doodles. Hey, Zen. Hi, honey. Marshmallow's here. Yeah. Oh, you retired, Callie? 12/31/25. Congratulations, honey. Hey, Lens. Oh, it's my sweetheart. So anyway, no, I don't want to get caught up in the drama and I don't want to be making commentary and stuff because I am one of those fence riders. I'm the person whose twat hurts because I can see what people are doing wrong. I can see how they're goofballs or they're mean or whatever the thing is, but I can also see the humanity behind it. And I've been told I give way too much grace, that people take advantage of boundaries, that sort of thing. I'm a strong old bird. Don't get stuff wrong. Okay, I'm a strong old bird. But I do have a character thing that I'm not going to do that because I believe that people change. And that's what I look for. I look for people changing for the better. And so, well, that and my doctor said that I have to avoid YouTube drama. He said I had to log off because I gave myself a concussion from face palming and rolling my eyes. So, we won't do that. Hi, Blue Sky. How are you? Yes. So, anywho, how is everybody? How is everybody? Yes, Soup, I do talk about weather. I do talk about weather. I was just in Allie's live and she was talking about that big ice storm that we had. Maybe she wasn't affected quite as much as the snow that the Carolinas had here recently, but we had that big, historic the snowpocalypse that happened a couple weeks ago. And what happened was we got maybe like 6 or 8 inches of snow, but then we got ice on top of it. I'm here in central Virginia, and what happens with that is that it makes everything slick. And then we haven't been over freezing until today. And I'm so excited. I'm so excited because now I can maybe dig out the other ladies' cars because I'm staying with a friend right now. And it's so cute. It's a little duplex. And so there's like these 3 old ladies living in the duplex. And so I dug out my car so I could go to the store the other day. And that was like, oh my God, the Game of Thrones ice wall. Now I know everybody freaked out because winter was coming. Jeez, it's been awful. And it's been like that for like 2 weeks. Hey, Kursuma. Hi, honey. But anyway, so we're kind of getting back to normal. It is above freezing today. So I won't be here too long. Number one, I don't have the stamina for it. And number 2, I don't want to bore you guys silly. I love talking to y'all. And I say this all the time and you get, Grandma's a freaking liar. Yeah, because I am. But, Grain, hi, honey. Oh, Grain, I told Bella yesterday, I love that robe. You know the robe you guys got me? It's all fluffy and thick. I've gotten such great use out of it when it's been like 7 degrees here at night. Oh, it's been great. But squirrel. They was talking about weather, digging out. It's been sucky. Yeah, Wisconsin. Aren't you guys always chilly? Wisconsin. I haven't seen any snow rollers, Bob. I don't know if you guys know about snow rollers, but they're fascinating because you know me, my tinfoil hats, and I love the things that are paranormal and supernatural and spiritual and blah, 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 blah. I'm a liar. Oh, I'm a liar. Thanks, Nicole. I'm a liar. Oh, appreciate that. Um anyway, no, I do want to be more consistent. And so I've taken the last few months and gotten some of my crap together. I have, and I counted, okay, I have literally 250 something topics and notes. And the problem that I have is when I start looking into something, I rabbit hole, which is why I think Boppy gave me the rabbit because I do. I go so deep and it gets so weird. And I want to share that stuff with you. And so, anyway, your kid keeps buying you new robes. You're still wearing the one you had for over 20 years. Aw. You've had winter for 6 months. Oh, doesn't it feel like it though? Well, I don't know. You might be literal, huh? I don't know. But anyway, I am going to try to actually do something and maybe, even if I just have a couple people in here, that'd be great. That'd be great. So I want to show you guys something. You know what yesterday was? Yesterday was Groundhog Day. Let me see. Oh, I swear to God. They say it's like riding a bike, but it's not. Don't believe them. They lie. They lie. That, and I'm doing this with one screen. Catch y'all another time. Sending you thoughts and blessings. Oh, I love you. Love you, sweetheart. Will I block you like Soup does? Maybe. Consensual blocking only. Lens! Shh. Okay, fine. Fine, I'll show you. Okay. Punxsutawney Phil is the groundhog that who in God's name ever left weather prediction up to a rodent. They're just big rats. They're big rat cousins, okay? And from Pennsylvania. God, why can't he live in like Florida? Something like that. Big dingbat. Okay, so Punxsutawney Phil sucks because he came out and he saw his shadow. Now, to me, I would think seeing a shadow means it's not overcast, right? It's a clear day. He sees his shadow, but no, some ancient stupidity ends up having him. If he sees his shadow, we're going to have 6 more weeks of winter. Well, you know what I say? F you, Phil. F you, Phil. This is what he needs. Hey, Bendy. Hi, honey. Nanya. He's very hated. Just out here living his best rodent life. Exactly. So Phil and I had a talk. And yeah. So he's not going to be seeing 6 weeks worth of anything for a while. Hi, Countessa. Yeah. Okay, so poor Phil. Phil sucks. Especially since I'm still in ice and we're supposed to get some more snow coming on, blah, blah, blah. Okay, just for fun. It's a joke, guys. It was a joke. Okay. Here, let me show you this. It was a joke. I didn't beat up a groundhog. All right? Didn't beat up the groundhog. No. Hey, Queen Bella. Hi, sweetheart. Oh, okay. All right. He is cute. He is cute. I'll give you that. I give you that. Okay. So what I was saying, I was on my squirrel again, is that this was supposed to happen around January 1st, and it didn't because I'm lazy. Yes, F you, Phil. F you. You know what I want is a raccoon. Stop. Grandma, stop it. Okay. All right. I'll get it together. Alrighty. So this year, and I have a thing, anybody who's in Discords with me and whatnot, I always have like a prophecy or a prediction for the years to come. So let me get this right. Okay. 2023 was a year of FAFO. You want a skunk? You could get like a, what are they called? Ferrets. They kind of smell bad too. But okay, so 2023 was FAFO. 2024 was the mask slips. 2025 was the fall of Rome or the fall. And then 2026 is the big fall. Okay, the big fall, the big reveal. You want an otter so bad? Oh, they're so cute. But it's illegal. Oh, so you're moving. Move to get the otter. Oh, girl, 2030. I've been saying I'm going to do something about that, but it just keeps getting deeper and deeper and deeper. And, I could do like a series. Agenda 2030, part 5742. Oh, you have a possum? Okay. I am totally distracted. But anywho, so 2026, I believe, is going to be the year of more fall. And what happens before fall is that people wake up, and you can kind of see that with what's going on in the world, like with Iran and people protesting there for their freedom because they don't want to be under the Ayatollah anymore. Anybody remember the Ayatollah from the 80s, like 70s and 80s? Welcome back, Kotter. One of the things that the kids in like John Travolta and whatnot, they would say, up your hola with the Ayatollah. Same thing, because that's when the regime changed, was in the 80s. And now people are like, no, we don't want to live like this anymore. See ya. And they want to bring the Shah back in. So you can see that in that. And then you can see it in our protests here. The people who are out, who are protesting what to me looks a whole lot like martial law. And whether you agree or not, because I can see both sides, okay? I want crime and drug trafficking and kid trafficking and all that stuff to go away. I want it to be safe. I want us to leave. Seeing a rabbit fight. Beating up groundhogs. Oh, soup. I'm blocking you. Run on my community walls and tell everybody. Government cheese. I've had government cheese. It's kind of like Velveeta. But anywho, so we see a lot of upheaval, okay? And I don't know if you guys remember this or not. I did a live stream about something called a fourth turning. A fourth turning. I'm going to show you this real quick, just as a little reminder, okay? Now, I read this book, which is really cool. It's called A Fourth Turning. And it talks about how history repeats itself. And it's been proven in this book. They have all these historical things and whatnot. And anyway, so history does repeat itself. And it comes in these things that they call turnings. And let me make sure I'm actually showing you this. Yes, I am. Good. Because I did a whole thing about Kris Jenner's birthday party and didn't show any pictures, like a geek. But anyway, so the turnings are 20-year periods. All right. And what happens is it starts with a high. where people are, there's technology happening and there's innovations and society is awakening. And that's the next one, is the awakening. Society is beginning to realize, hey, this isn't quite working, we need to do something. So then the next 20 years, and these are generations, okay, is the awakening. And if you look at these, like the high here was 1946 to 1964. Hi, Cash. Thank you for being a member for 20 months. Let me give you one of these. Okay, so thank you for that. Anyway, so 46 through 64, was the time that we had, oh gosh, all kinds of different inventions and vaccines. And we had, the Roswell crash, and we had, we were getting ready to go to the moon. We were putting people in space and doing rockets and blah, blah, blah. Okay. So then we went from 65 until 85, and that was the awakening. Oh, welcome, Soup. Welcome, honey. And that was the awakening. And that's when we had all the love-ins, and the Vietnam War was, being protested, and women were burning their bras, and we were going through all that stuff. Then we had the unraveling, which is like 84 through 2005-ish. And if you think about that, that's when we had the real estate bubble and the stock market crashed. And we had 9/11. So that was the unraveling. And unfortunately, you're a history nerd, Countessa? How cool is that? So unfortunately, that leads us into what's called a crisis. We're actually in the crisis phase of our program. But if you think about it, 84 to 2005, 20 years was 2025, right? The crisis phase. And that's when, parents couldn't afford childcare, and everybody had to work, 2 or 3 jobs just to pay rent and buy food. And the rich got richer and the poor got poorer. And, we had all these upheavals and things. So technically, we're coming out of the crisis phase back into the high period. You have to hit rock bottom. Cash, you have to hit rock bottom before you go up. That's right. So we were in our crisis. We are now beginning, and these aren't like hard and fast. This doesn't happen every January, 20 years. This is kind of an overlapping layers that happen. But what I see is that we're leaving the crisis and we're coming into the high. We're coming into that age of did they set the door? What are we talking about? Oh, no worries. That's what I love about being awakened. You don't live in fear anymore. And Zen, that's what I'm feeling. That's what I'm seeing. And so because of me and my rabbit hole, hey Kraken. January been a chaotic month for most of us. Yeah, it's been pretty awful. But you know what? Because of the crisis that we're leaving, we're now coming into the good part. And it doesn't mean that everything's going to be utopia and, rainbows and unicorns from now on. It's going to be a time, and I'm going to prove it to you. I'm going to prove it to you, because what I was looking at was, everybody knows about, we're about to enter the Chinese New Year of the fire horse. Oh no, it's Teacup Kraken. It's not Kraken Unleashed. Same thing though. Release the Kraken. So let me And I love these because I love Chinese food and I love their astrology and I love looking at all that stuff. I don't put a whole lot of stock in it, but so this is coming up here, February 17th, and I'm just being lazy, y'all. But the Chinese lunar year, beginning February 17th, 2026, marks the year of the fire horse. It's a rare high energy and transformative year that occurs every 60 years. And if you think about it, with the blocks that I just gave you from the fourth turning, the last time we had this was during the awakening 60 years ago. So it's symbolizing speed, independence, and intense passion. This double fire year is expected to bring major breakthroughs, rapid global changes, and bold main character energy. Well, some people don't need any more main character energy. Side note, also while demanding caution against impulsivity, volatility, and conflict. So we need to check it before we wreck it. We need to practice the pause. So the year is characterized by relentless forward momentum, innovation, and in some cases, disruptive change or wildfire energy. That's what we're seeing. And it's considered a time to take risks, act decisively, and break old, outdated patterns. Hey, where's the beef? How are you, hon? Good to see you. Thank you, Bella. Thank you for dropping Zen. It's my reality. Da-ba-da-ba. I'm just reading through comments here right quick. Yes, if you're in the bushes, please remember to like. That would be great. I'm out of the algorithm, so liking helps. Commenting afterwards, if you have the ability to hype, that would be great. But anyway, so we're getting out of those old, outdated patterns. And then as a red horse year, it's often seen as both highly auspicious, which means fortunate or lucky, for rapid progress and challenging, requiring strong, wise leadership to manage potential instability. It favors bold innovation and fast-moving energies. Can I make this bigger? Maybe. Does that help? Bold innovation and fast-moving industries like tech and AI, but also demands careful strategic management rather than reckless risk-taking. Personality traits. Those born in this year are believed to be charismatic, independent, and adventurous, although they may also be stubborn or hot-tempered. In the global context, the year is expected to be a period of intense, larger-than-life activity with strong potential for significant global shifts, and in some cases, increased geopolitical tension. We're seeing that, right? And then the year concludes at the end of the 15-day Spring Festival in early 2027, with the energy transitioning into the following year. So that's what we're looking at right here, okay? And then this, thank you. What? Who knows with grandma? Hang on. Oh, let's get me back into the algorithm. Yeah. Yeah, if I stop being a lazy butt. Anywho, so here's another thing. And this is, like I said, I ran into huge problems with this, and we're not going to be here much longer. But this is the Hebrew calendar. And let me tell you, our calendars have been screwed up over history so many times, it's unfreaking real. As an example, anybody know the etymology or the word base of like oct from Latin? OCT, like an octopus or an octagon, right? It means 8, right? Oct means 8. Why is October the 10th month then? And if you look back, SEPT, the Latin root word for that is 7. So September is 7, October is 8. November, the Latin root word for that is 11. The DEC in DEC, that's the Latin root word for $12. Sorry. Hi, I'm here. I didn't fall asleep, I promise. Anyway, so why is it that those are all like Latin words and stuff, but October's not the 8th month? It's because the Romans jacked around with stuff. They put a January and February on there. Our year used to start naturally with the lunar calendar in March. It used to start in March. There are 13 moons. 13 moons every year. And in the Hebrew calendar, they used to go along with that. Their months and everything start with the new moon. It's actually the crescent of the new moon. But anyway, so shut up, Grandma. Okay, here we go. This is the Hebrew year of 5786. And see these squiggly things? I don't read Hebrew. But there aren't actually like numbers in Hebrew. So it's all these letters, and every letter has a numerical value to it. Anyway, so the Hebrew year already started last year in 2025, runs from sunset September 22nd to sunset September 11th in 2026. Okay, this is a lot of stuff. Don't want to go into gematria. Okay. This is not what I'm looking for, meaning. Here we go. Okay. So all of these things together. Let me pull this up. There. Oh, it's the same thing. Anyway, so here's the thing. All right. So this year is a year of connection, of new beginnings. The key is a call to rise from warfare. It's 5786 on the Hebrew calendar. Many interpret this year as being a time for shaking, to bring about necessary growth, breakthroughs, and the manifestation of God's grace. So this year emphasizes the power of words to heal, unite, or divide. As 6 is the number of man, 5786 represents a time of evaluation for human-made systems and a shift towards God's kingdom order. So as we're looking at, like, is the AI good? Is the AI bad? Correct. The Hebrew calendar uses a 19-year cycle. Let me get this. And this keeps spring holidays from drifting into winter, which would happen with a purely lunar calendar. Exactly. Yeah, one of the few things that God told Moses when he came down off the mountain, he said, make sure that Passover is in the spring. That was their only thing with calendar. Then we managed to interfere with all this stuff. It's good for information, but if you need that to look up everything in your life, that's not good. No. You got jokes? I know you do, sweetheart. I love your humor. I love your humor. Anyway, the Christ consciousness, yes. Yeah, all about awareness and where your mindset is at. So what I see what I see is that, and we kind of see it happening now, is that people are starting to realize what's important in their lives. Is the YouTube drama and spending 17 hours a day on your phone or computer watching streams of Brittany J. Oh, by the way, speaking of my doctor, just a real quick message from him that BDS, or the Brittany Derangement Syndrome, is real. Please ask your doctor if logging off is right for you. Okay, back to the program. Anyway, so, what's important? What's important? What's the truth? Right is right, wrong is wrong. It doesn't matter who it is. And we are only in February in geopolitics. Cash, I swear to God, you're not being haved. But anyway, yeah. So, things like, I don't know, Allie and MJ were talking about, why some things seem like they're wrong now, and it's a whataboutism. Well, what about so-and-so? They did that. And what about this one? Like comparing, is the murder of a child worse than the murder of 5 people? Or, whatever the case is, there's always a whataboutism. No, right is right and wrong is wrong. And that's where I stand. Okay, there are mitigating factors within everything, but I really feel like people are coming back down to an awareness of what is important. And I also believe that we're breaking some of the norms that we've held on for generations. I see that in, because everything in culture is like a pendulum. Swings to the left, and then it swings all the way to the right. Everybody wants to live somewhere in the middle where we're just peaceful and, we get along with each other and all of that kind of thing. As long as it's consensual, that's right. And I see that because, we had this awareness that segregation was wrong, that we shouldn't have prejudice. A prejudgment is what prejudice is against anyone. Martin Luther King dreamt of a day where his children were not judged by the color of their skin, but of the content of their character. That was back 60-something years ago, yo. And then we came to this thing where everything was, it seemed like everything was LGBTQIA+. Everybody had to have that included. What I'm seeing is a settling of that, is that people are starting to understand that we're all human. We all have hearts. We all bleed blood. Everybody wants love, except maybe really bad psychopathic serial killers. But, everybody wants to be loved. Everybody wants their family to be safe. And I think, I don't blah, blah, blah. English is such a hard thing for my tongue. But I just really see that people are coming to this place where we realize that we have more things in common than we do that separate us. So I'm looking at this as a year that we can thrive. Not just survive, but thrive. Grandma talking in tongues. No, my tongue was flipping around like Jar Jar Binks. And people around me, I'm so thankful for that. I'm so proud of them. Oh, this needs to be bigger for my eyes. Self-awareness is lost. Emotional intelligence is lost. You know what, Grain? I have such a heartfelt hope that within the next year, in the coming years, that people are going to be more self-aware. And I pray for that. I do. Right. When do they have time to reflect upon themselves? Exactly. Our histories are repeating patterns. Humanity fails to continue evolving. I don't think we were actually evolving. I think the only thing that evolves in us is our humanity and our love. But anyway, so that's all I had for you today. I'm not going to go anywhere else, but I do want to talk to you guys next time about this really spacey, high-tech weapon that our military has possessed for years and years. And this is something I talked to you about before, the voice to skull technology, the voice of God, right? But they actually use this in Venezuela, and it's a trip. You're going to love it. It's a tinfoil hat. Oh, thank you, Countessa. Oh, thank you, baby. Let me see if I can give you one of these. Okay, I'm going to give you this guy.
You so totally rock, Squirt! So give me some fin. Noggin.
Dude. Yes, thank you for that. Oh, and Soup. Soup, this is for you. Welcome membership. This is a grandma hug. Welcome. Grandma hug. Welcome. I appreciate it. Let's Oh, yes, kindness is free. Oh, that's okay, Wendy. Replay crew is cool too. Here's this thing. And this is my Bella. This is my Bella emoji. Right now, this is the only thing I give to my members or emojis because Ask Deets, when she got monetized, I wanted her to monetize just for the emojis. And she actually said one time, because Grandma freaking Sherry wanted emojis. That's what I'm here for. I love them. So this pink guy says kindness is free. And kindness is free. Treat everybody like you want to be treated. Treat everybody like you want someone to treat your mom or your grandma or your beloved grandpa or your old dad or whatever the thing is. And it has to start with us. All right. It's not like we're going to start this big Instagram page or Telegraph, or we're going to go on, what's that thing? Substack. That's the new one, Substack. We're not going to get all these people together and all of a sudden everybody's going to be nice. It starts with us. And I can tell you that I live this, okay? What you see is what you get. I'm a WYSIWYG. Part of it is my autism, and part of it is probably my Virgo moon. But the thing is that I don't like lying. I don't like having to remember what I lied about. So why lie to begin with? It doesn't mean I won't try to skirt out of something saying, what? No, what are you talking about? I did that with Sleuth Mom when B-Tim outed me. Long story. We won't go there. But the point is that I live this way. So when I'm out, I do that Tyra Banks smize. I hate that, but she calls it smize. It's smile with your eyes. I smile with my eyes at people. Hey, Casey Blues. And I think that's why people come up and talk to me. I mean, because I'm tall, I get stuff off the top shelf for people. And then they'll stand there and they'll tell me all of their woes, everything that's going on in their life. It might start with the Captain Crunch, but here I am and they're telling me, about their husband from 20 years ago that cheated, blah, blah, blah. And because I guess I look that way, I'm the person that hides dollar bills or $5 bills in the Dollar Tree, especially around the toy aisle. I'm the person that pays for the person behind me in the drive-through at fast food. just because I love doing that. I love being kind because I think it encourages kindness. It spreads. No, I am tall. I'm 5'8". 5'8". So that's tall for a woman, right? Yeah, it's not bad. But anyway, so you got to spread that, and the kindness is free. Your Virgo moon is a balance to my Cancer moon. Virgos are very matter of fact, grounded, and want fairness. Yes. Yes, that's true. Yeah, I'm my natal chart is weird. It's weird, and it took me years and years and years to kind of wrap myself around. Oh, you're 5'9", Casey Blues? Cool. I'm a talker to any stranger that is friendly. Yeah. People love that, because they feel seen, they feel heard. I hold the door open for the person that's coming after me. And even if they're a few steps off, I'm going to wait a few seconds for them to come in. Especially if they're like, they got their hands full, or they got babies, or they're pushing strollers, or, whatever. They're, have a cane to walk. I'm going to hold the door for you because I want to honor you. That's what I want to spread. And I know that a lot of you that like to hang out here are that way too. You're a Virgo sun, a Leo moon, and a Sag rising. Woo! I bet you are so much fun. Oh my gosh. You're shrinking. You have to use barbecue tongs to get stuff off the cabinet, top of the refrigerator. Yeah, we do shrink. Common courtesy. Exactly. That whole common thing isn't very common anymore, is it? You like common sense, common courtesy, common decency. No, it's kind of out. It's kind of out the window. And you know what? Just living through the decades that I have, and I'm over half a century, guys. So kind of know what I'm talking about. Yeah. But it used to be that we had older people that we looked up to, and we modeled, they were role models. So, they would tell us about decorum and manners and just all the things, decency, and we don't have a lot of that now. Anyway, so I'm kind of, this is much longer than I planned to go. I was going to go a half hour, but I like talking to you guys. I really do. I really, really do. And so I'm going to be kind of, I don't know, staggering times and days. I'm looking at my analytics in YouTube Studio, trying to figure out what's a good time for most people. And so, and I think I'm about to hit my stride. Like I said, I have so many subject things that I could talk to you about. Let me show you this. And this is not, okay. I made this bigger. This is a OneNote. This is a OneNote. And so these are my notes for today. That's actually for the next time, the Venezuela thing. Oh, I forgot to ask you this. How does corn reassemble in your colon? How does that happen? Anyway, so these are my notes, right? But check this out. I have ideas for videos and shorts, victim card applications, face palm bruises, breaking news thing, commercials. My premise here is EMPs, right? Entertainment, mysteries, and peopling. So entertainment, I got some stuff on molecular biology, Tesla, mysteries is my tinfoil hat stuff, drone disrupting guns, the Phoenix Lights, the Lacerda files, which is like a reptile alien. It's fascinating. Anyway, and cryptids. Look at this. Got stuff on Loch Ness, reptoids, puckwudgies. We're going to do Mothman and Bigfoot and peopling. The Age of Reason, corporate vultures, eating disorders. So I have so many things I want to share with you guys. And the mushrooms. You admittedly get frustrated with those few who walk through the door I hold open as if doors were always just open for their special selves. And if I wasn't there, I kind of then wish I shut them in the door. Yes, the entitled people. Once again, when Allie and MJ were talking on panel today, and it's on Allie's backup channel. Let me see if I can find Allie's backup channel, because she needs some watch hours so she can monetize. Oh crap! Hang on just a second. Hang on. Hold, please. I'm going to actually do this. Okay, I'm back. Woohoo! Whoo! Ran over there. Okay, so this was Allie's live. Okay, she and MJ. It's kind of her backup channel. Did that happen? Yeah. Did I share that? What's going on? Love cryptids. Yeah, that's going to be fun. Oh my God. And I have this total concept about, all the dragons and OBDDD, the minotaurs and all that kind of stuff. I'm reading this book right now and I believe they're real. I believe they're real. Okay, so just a second. Oh, there it is. Okay, yay. I couldn't see. It's like my chat froze and kind of freaked out there for a second. But anyway, yeah, so we're going to go through all that. But anyway, go over and look at Allie, because they were talking about all kinds of things in the Krama. They called it middle-aged wasteland. It was so cute. But so they were talking about some of the people, and when Bob said, about people think that I'm just there, to serve their selfish needs, we kind of touched on being entitled. Like some creators feel like their people are automatically going to cover whatever, lawyer fund they have, whatever kind of tires they need, if they need to, go on vacation, or, the dog is sick, or whatever the thing is. There's so many reasons. And they just assume that their people are going to pay for that. And, you recently heard something like that where they said, well, if you told me about it, we could have filled it before you even posted it. And the entitled attitude of that. And it's not just one person. I see it across a lot of channels, that they kind of figure that you need to join membership because, they have a goal of getting to 1,000 members. And that's not me because I barely have 1,000 subs. But you know what I mean? The entitled thing. And this is what I'm hoping and I'm putting out my energy for and I'm praying for, that this coming year, that these self-entitled pricks would start to realize they're not all that. All that main character syndrome that they have going on in them, that it's going to break down. 2025, was the fall. 2024 was the mask falling. So we're seeing that. And we got a good year coming. We got a good year coming. But you know what? It starts with us. Starts with us. And I say this all the time. It's like the two wolves fighting within my soul. A black wolf, that's the bad guy. A white wolf, that's the good one. And they fight. And then when I say, well, who wins? It's the one that you feed. It's the one that you feed. Feed yourself things that make you happy. Feed yourself things that bring you peace and joy and whatnot. And that's what will grow in you. There's even a thing in the Bible that says, whatsoever you allow on earth will be allowed in heaven. So if we don't allow crap, if we don't allow, vile, disgusting things to happen around us or to us, you don't have to call out somebody in a chat or in a live stream. You can leave. That's one of the things I love about the Jerks is their theme song says, you can hit the X. This is not a hostage situation. Don't like what we say? You can hit the X. And 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 I'm going to go away now. As I say always, you're not alone. The frog and the scorpion, that's right. You're not alone. We're in this together. And when you come to a place that you get fed, that you enjoy, share it with your friends. Give us a like. Put comments underneath, even if it's just 3 hearts or something. Put comments under my videos because that's the only way this is going to help me grow. And I really want to gather more like-minded people that want to be silly, that want to have fun, that want to be kind and loving. So in my outro video, there's helplines. In every video description, there's helplines. If you go to my page, the first thing you're going to see is links to find a helpline for everything. I love you guys so much. Thank you for showing up. I appreciate it. And I'll kind of give you a heads up when, before I forget, I kind of redid my intro video a little bit. Like I said, soup, it's only a minute and a half. But there was this thing in it that I got rid of. That was in my intro video. And that's what Burnt Toast said, took her channel down. So it's out of here. But I love you guys. And I'll see you soon. Coffee and skeletons. I didn't see you coming. I'm sorry, honey. Hi. Okay, bye.